Hey everyone, and I know what you're thinking. Hale, you normally do Eve Echoes videos, but from some of you that have been with this channel for a while, you'll know that earlier in the year, when the channel was still young, I did a number of playthrough videos for different games, and one of them was Choo-Choo Charles. Choo-Choo Charles was a bit of an unusual one. Not only are you consistently chased around by a possessed train, but it was the one and only playthrough that actually succeeded in some term, I guess. But anyway, it's Halloween and the developer has upped the difficulty of Choo-Choo Charles and referred to it as Nightmare Mode. So I figured, now that we've got a camera, now that you can see my genuine reactions, and the fact that it's Halloween, why not give it a go? Why not see how Choo-Choo Charles fares later in 2023? So let's have a look. We'll start off with new game, and we're going to hit Nightmare Mode. So what's the difference between it and Classic Mode? Because Classic Mode was incredibly easy. I loved the game, but Classic Mode was way too easy. You could literally run past people with the guns, and your health regeneration would keep you alive. So Hardcore Mode, designed to make you rage quit. We like these games. So, darker atmosphere, as in it's got a much darker soundtrack. You only have one life, and Charles is stronger and more aggressive. Only have one life. I'm looking forward to this. I do not expect to actually complete a single playthrough here. What are the odds that within the first 10 minutes
I know it's been a while
it's game
since
over?
we last spoke, but something has happened at the mines I've been supervising.
Okay.
No, trust me. You
Now,
don't want to make
one thing I
time
do
for this.
remember is
You're looking for
all of
something
the
big to
characters
keep
were
in the
psychic
museum business.
because their mouths never
Well,
actually
there's something
moved.
big on that island.
But anyway,
Real big.
we're going to skip. Oh,
So many
can I skip
friends.
this?
And even my own son
Oh yeah,
is still out
I'm
there.
already using a mouse
If
and
anyone
keyboard,
can
but I have
bring
a
this
Steam
thing
controller
down
here.
to
I'm
you,
supposed to be
it'll the
using
biggest
this.
attraction your
Anyway,
city's ever seen.
let's see
And
if I can skip just by pressing random buttons on the controller. And yeah, I kind of prefer to use controllers where possible. Some games, like the game I've just covered, Earthless, it's not really a controller-friendly game at the moment. I do hope they make it controller-friendly though, because there's no reason not to. I mean, grid-based games are kind of supposed to be controller-friendly. Oh, and that clunk just then was my chair. It's not exactly well known for being quiet, I guess. But it still spins, so I'm happy. And yeah, I am literally just trying to keep you guys entertained right now, whilst we listen to all of this, because I have pressed every button on the controller. I can't skip this bit.
Stay close. Charles isn't the only
But
thing
at least it wasn't too long.
here.
Don't remember it being this dark last time around. Now, is this where we find out that this guy is still psychic? So,
There's
right
a
trigger.
train shed
Yeah,
at the top of the
he's
hill.
still psychic. He's still got his psychic powers. He doesn't have to move his mouth just to talk to us. That's good. Nice to see you haven't changed, mate. Okay, so
One
right
of the
trigger.
train operators
Need to
was
remember,
killed early
right
on
trigger.
by beast.
Right trigger to
So his
actually get him
old
to speak.
engine should be, if we can get to it,
Yep.
stay close.
So, what I have to do is follow him to a train. A really, really old train that needs a lot of work doing to it. But it's still a train. So let's follow this guy. And the frame rate is unfortunately quite choppy. This is kind of a consequence of me running on the Steam Deck with OBS running and a second screen so that I can see OBS running. Yeah, the second screen is the Steam Deck itself. But yeah, is there any control I have left over any of this? Display. Yeah, my FPS, brightness, camera shake, upscaling. Upscaling's disabled, so that doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm going through the boring bits right now, but let's see if there's anything that we can do. You know what? View distance. It's really, really dark right now. Let's go Silent Hill mode. Silent Hill on the PlayStation. There we go. I can change that to low. We'll put post-processing if I can get on it. There we go. So for those of you that don't get the reference there, Silent Hill is a game for the PlayStation 1 or 2, I believe. I can't remember which. But the limitations of the hardware were so weak that in order to make the game work, they had to put in fog. Lots of fog. They had to really reduce the view distance. Now, if the developer has reduced the view distance of this game by making things darker, mainly to add to the horror aesthetic, that might come to my benefit when it comes to reducing the settings to make this work.
Take this map. I just marked the location. See if the key is up there.
Okay, so see this map. I need left trigger for the map. There we go. So I just need to head northeast. I don't have a compass, do I? So I just have to use the map to figure out if I'm actually pointing in the right direction. Yay! But anyway, what I was saying is, if this game is genuinely got darker atmosphere to it than before, including a darker night, then the graphics shouldn't matter anywhere near as much. And yeah, I am a guy that doesn't really care quite so much about graphics in these games. It is more about the gameplay itself. But yeah, if the graphics are too bad, it can break your immersion in games. So please be assured that the graphics that you've seen here aren't the game at its best. Again, I am playing on a Steam Deck. And Steam Decks are known for their portability and the fact that they're not running Windows. 2 reasons why it is going to be a bad performance.
Good on you.
But like last time round, it handled well and I enjoyed myself. Of course, last time round I wasn't running a green screen in the background. Let's have a look.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Don't mind me if I just have a quick itch.
She's an oldie but a goodie.
This is one thing I'm going to struggle to get used to on streaming or recording playthrough videos. The need to
Why don't you
itch.
take a peek inside?
I mean, when you're recording audio, itching is really, really easy because you have to be especially loud for it to get through to the audience. And yeah, even if that was the case, it's easy enough to just edit it out. It would be a bit more noticeable for me to just edit out me itching here, wouldn't it? Just a little bit. So anyway, let's actually pay attention to what the game is telling me right now. So your epic train, use it to quickly navigate, skip with that button. So, how do I, there we go. We have guns. So, let's shoot that up there. God, this is really difficult with a Steam controller. Am I meant to be able to hit that? Because I'm missing every single time. Oh. Okay, left a bit. Maybe I'm not meant to hit that target. Maybe that's what the deal is. Let's try one a bit closer. Nope. Down. Okay, this isn't like most games apparently. When you hit the targets, there's nothing to actually tell you you've hit the targets. You just have to trust that you did. Anyway. Oh, hello. What are you doing? We have 0 scraps. Nothing we can do there then. Let's try moving the vehicle. Okay, let's talk.
The exterior is a little rough, but everything looks to be intact.
Good.
That gun you were looking at wasn't on here when I was evacuated from the island. But we can light up Charles with it and take him down before he even sees us coming. Are you ready to take this thing for a spin?
You are aware that this is nightmare mode, right? And yeah, I can vaguely remember how to use the levers. Hey, hey!
Yeah,
Choo-choo!
baby! We're coming for you, Charles! Do you hear that?
Do you...
It's
Ah!
him.
It's him!
Get the gun!
Now, this bit is kind of scripted a little bit. Okay, and Charles is gone. Of course, that is obviously a scripted piece. No. Trying to figure out the jump button. No, that's the bag. No, no. There probably isn't a jump button in hindsight. Oh, yeah, there is. It's A. I found it. I just couldn't jump while I was on the train. Anyway, what happened to our best friend?
This isn't how things were supposed to end.
What, you had a different picture in mind?
Yes, sir. Easy in,
Going in for the itch.
easy out.
Just make use of this moment.
More than I thought, but I don't have time to explain.
Okay. Find the eggs. Okay. My son. Okay, so the view distance is increased when the lightning strikes. That's when we can see that my graphics are really, really low. So let's hope there isn't too much lightning. Anyway, let's have a look at the map. Can I... No. Oh, no. Hold on. Map. Zoom up is Y. Hey, there we go. There we go. We have figured out the zoom controls. They are very important. Another lightning strike, just to remind me that the settings are on low. Let's get going. Right, so where should we go first? That's an optional mission. Required NPC mission. Weapon mission. Let's work our way down the train line to... So we'll start with this optional. Move on to this optional. We'll head for the weapon. And then we'll backtrack for this required mission, I guess. Oh, there's a point. Stop. There was... Yeah, I was going in for another itch then. One thing I have already forgotten to do is keep an eye out for scrap. And this looks like a good place to get some scrap. No, not that button. There we go. Right trigger collects the scrap. There we go. This is all going to come in useful. Remember that big blue blueprint on the train itself? This is where we spend stuff. Let's have a look. Let's go for armour. Level... Hold on. Oh, okay. 3 scraps, yep. My dyslexic brain is kicking in again. Let's go with some repairs then. I can actually do something with that scrap. So yeah, I don't know how many of these videos I'm going to be doing. I guess it depends on just how easily I keep on dying. Which... Need to press the right button. Which way... No, stop. This is going to send me the wrong way. I remember the controls at least. Well, the train's controls. Not the actual controls on the controller controls. And yes, I am having to use a touchpad instead of a joystick. Because for those of you that are unaware, this is not a typical controller. Yeah, the Steam... What is it? The Steam controller? I can't remember if this has a special name. If it was literally just called the Steam controller or not. Right, so let's keep an eye out for any big deposits of scrap that I can take advantage of. Okay, let's stop the train here. I should be close enough to the left turn. I wasn't sure what that noise was then. Apparently it's my own train. Hello. She's got a gun. Is it a she? I hope I got that right now.
Eugene told us we'd have a newcomer soon.
It's a she.
I suppose that would be you. There's some scrap metal in the balcony room of my house that you could use to repair and upgrade your train.
Okay.
Here's the key. And although the balcony is right behind me, I'll just mark it on your map anyway. As a side note, talk to anyone around here, and they'll do whatever they can to help. Anyone not wearing a mask, that is. Check out the balcony, and good luck with everything.
Okay, so that is like the most helpful NPC you'll ever meet in any game whatsoever. Here's the key to my house. Take everything that you want, and everybody else around here who's not wearing a scary mask is going to help you. Yeah, that's not something you see very often in games. Okay, that particular door is locked. So here we go. You'll bear in mind that I wasn't listening to the actually useful information that NPC was giving us. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? To actually listen to what you're being told. But here we go. Let's just scoop up all of this scrap material. That's everything for that mission. This is like the easiest mission ever. And of course, for those of you that want to read it, there's a little bit of a transcript, or I never actually figured out what that was. Is it somebody's logs? Anyway, let's move forwards. This is not going to be one of those games where I read every single thing word for word and put you guys to sleep. This is going to be one of those games where I try not to rage quit, but you'll see it written all over my face that I want to rage quit. It's going to be one of those games. And if this game ever makes it to the Nintendo Switch, I'll probably buy it there as well. Mainly because then I can move all of the hard work, you know, the graphics and all of that off of the Steam Deck and onto another machine, that being this Nintendo Switch. Because then we can have better visuals. Hold on. I can hear a siren. I just want to make sure. Okay, there we go. That's not Charles I can see in the distance. I can hear him, but I can't see him. Knowing that there's only one life this time around is quite tormenting, because I know that I died a lot in the last playthrough. He's here. I'm hoping that this time around he can't actually reach through the building. Haha! He's here. He's here, guys. If I step outside of here, then that's the end of this episode already. That'd be pretty quick, wouldn't it? Let's not make that happen. So I'm going to take this opportunity to itch. Listen to this tormenting music. And pray that this will be over soon. I mean, there we go. 19 minutes on the clock since I hit the record button. Charles has gone. And we appear to be inside an optional NPC building. I guess this would be a good place to end this particular episode, because 20 minutes is thereabouts what I try to aim for with these videos. And at least we ended it with a little bit of a scarefest. And it wasn't a scripted scarefest. But anyway, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, stay tuned for the second part of the playthrough, which I guess I'll be starting in a few moments. See ya.